Welcome to the Forbidden Knowledge Podcast. I'm your host, Ben Carter. The Tibetan Book of the Dead, a sacred spiritual text, holds a different view on reincarnation. Instead of it being a choice, it describes the process as a trap. A cycle of endless rebirth, a relentless wheel spinning us into one life after another, whether we will it or not. This is the concept of the soul trap theory, an idea that pries open the lid of conventional thinking and pours out a potent, unsettling question. Are we reincarnated against our will? Imagine waking up in a room you've never seen before, surrounded by unfamiliar objects. No recollection of how you got there. The only thing you remember is a vague sense of something you've left behind but cannot recall. This is the sensation many describe when considering the possibility of past lives. An unsettling sense of déjà vu that doesn't belong in the current timeline of your existence. It is this inexplicable feeling that has led some to believe in the soul trap theory, a concept that suggests our souls are recycled in a never-ending cycle of reincarnation, not by choice, but by force. This theory differs from traditional beliefs about reincarnation, which propose that souls choose their next life based on karmic lessons that need to be learned. Instead, the soul trap theory presents a far more dystopian view of the afterlife. It suggests that our souls are imprisoned in a cycle of rebirth, trapped in physical bodies, and doomed to repeat the same lessons over and over again. The proponents of the soul trap theory propose a more sinister force at play, something that transcends the laws of nature and the boundaries of our understanding. They talk of ethereal constructs, unseen by the naked eye, that capture the soul upon death and lead it back into a new physical existence, erasing all previous memories in the process. This notion of soul harvesting is not new. Ancient Gnostic texts speak of archons, cosmic jailers who keep humans confined to the physical world, recycling our souls into new bodies for their own unknown purposes. These archons, it is said, disguise the process of reincarnation as a spiritual journey, deceiving the soul into believing it is on a path of learning and growth. The soul trap theory is not without its opponents. Critics argue that it paints an overly bleak picture of the afterlife, one that goes against the principles of free will and personal growth. Yet the supporters of the theory maintain that it provides a plausible explanation for the mysteries that surround life, death, and the inexplicable sensation of déjà vu. Whether the soul trap theory holds any weight is something that remains shrouded in mystery. Perhaps it is merely a theory, a speculative idea designed to challenge the status quo. Or perhaps it's a window, a glimpse into a hidden reality that lies just beyond the reach of our understanding. A reality where the essence of who we are, our very souls, are not free, but are caught in an endless cycle of rebirth, a cycle from which there is no escape. The historical and cultural roots of the soul trap theory reach deep into the annals of time, interweaving through lost civilizations and ancient systems of belief. One such civilization is that of the Egyptians, who held a complex understanding of the soul. They believed in the existence of the Ka, an entity that mirrored the physical body, and the Ba, which was akin to personality. At death, these aspects were said to separate from the physical body, embarking on a journey through the underworld. Yet the Egyptians believed in an ethereal trap, the weighing of the heart, where the soul's moral character was judged before it could reunite with the Ka and Ba in the afterlife. Similarly, in the depths of the Indian subcontinent, the concept of samsara, the cycle of death and rebirth, has been central to Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, and Sikhism for thousands of years. While these religions traditionally view reincarnation as a path to spiritual growth, there are esoteric interpretations that suggest a more sinister cycle of entrapment, where souls are bound to the physical realm against their will, doomed to repeat the cycle until liberation or moksha is achieved. In the Western world, the Gnostics held beliefs that echo the soul trap theory. The Gnostics were a splinter group of early Christianity, their teachings often deemed heretical by the Orthodox Church. They spoke of a false god, the demiurge, and his archons, who created and governed the physical universe, entrapping human souls in a cycle of reincarnation. The Gnostics believed that this demiurge fooled humanity into accepting the material world as the true reality, obscuring the spiritual truth and the soul's true home beyond the physical realm. Parallel notions can also be found in Tibetan Buddhism in the form of the Bardo Thodol, or the Tibetan Book of the Dead. This sacred text describes the journey of the soul after death through various intermediate states, or bardos, before it is led back into a new life. The text warns of countless illusions and traps that the soul might encounter during this journey, all designed to ensnare it back into the physical realm. The soul trap theory is, thus, a mosaic of ancient beliefs and lost wisdom, conjoined by a common thread of suspicion towards the process of reincarnation. While the theory may challenge widely accepted interpretations of afterlife, it is in its inherent skepticism and questioning where its true value may lie. For it is in the questioning of the known that the door to the unknown is opened, and the hidden truths of existence can begin to seep through the cracks of reality. A series of key figures, texts, and discoveries have brought the soul trap theory to light, each shedding an intriguing beam on this forbidden narrative. Among the most notable is an ancient Egyptian text known as the Book of What is in the Duat. This esoteric charm, hidden away in the tomb of the pharaoh Unas, speaks of the soul's journey through a perilous underworld full of traps and deceptions, aimed at ensnaring it into the cycle of reincarnation. The text describes the Duat as a labyrinth, a metaphor that has been interpreted by some as a reference to the entanglement of reincarnation and the struggle to escape it. In the realm of whistleblowers, the name of William Tompkins is often mentioned. Tompkins, a former aerospace engineer for the U.S. Navy, claimed to have been privy to classified information regarding extraterrestrial life and advanced technology. In several interviews before his death, he spoke of a malevolent alien race that allegedly manipulates human souls, recycling them into new bodies to control the population. While his claims are controversial, they have fueled further inquiry into the soul trap theory. Apart from these, the esoteric writings of Madame Helena Blavatsky, a 19th-century occultist and the co-founder of the Theosophical Society, have also contributed to the soul trap narrative. Blavatsky spoke of the soul's journey after death, describing an intricate process that includes a review of the past life and preparation for the next. Among her vast corpus of writings, there are hints of a soul trap, a mechanism that keeps the soul tethered to the physical plane. In the realm of archaeology, the discovery of the Gnostic texts in the Nag Hammadi library in Egypt provided a significant impetus to the soul trap theory. These ancient scripts, composed around the 2nd century AD, elaborate on the Gnostic belief of the demiurge and his archons. They paint a vivid picture of a false reality, created to bind human souls in an endless cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. To add to this, the research of Dr. Ian Stevenson, a psychiatrist at the University of Virginia, has lent a scientific angle to the theory. Stevenson spent more than 4 decades studying children who purportedly remembered past lives. His work, while not conclusively proving reincarnation, certainly raises questions about the nature of human consciousness and its persistence after death. Each of these elements, the ancient texts, the whistleblowers, the spiritualists, and the researchers, when combined, weave an intricate tapestry of the soul trap theory. They don't offer definitive proof, but they surely stoke the fires of curiosity, compelling us to question our understanding of life, death, and what lies beyond. The theory thus continues to thrive in the shadowy corners of our collective consciousness, a tantalizing enigma waiting to be unraveled. At the core of the soul trap theory is the belief that our existence is a cycle of reincarnation, imposed upon us by external forces with the intent to exploit. This concept doesn't just challenge the mainstream linear perspective of life and death. It overturns it, suggesting our very understanding of reality is a calculated deception. The theory posits that our souls, the essence of our consciousness, are trapped in a cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. After death, instead of transcending to a higher realm, our souls are allegedly recycled into new bodies, imprisoning us in the physical plane. This continuous cycle, proponents suggest, is not a natural process but a sophisticated trap engineered by malevolent entities. These entities, often referred to as archons in Gnostic texts or custodians in modern parlance, allegedly manipulate the cycle for their benefit. They are believed to feed off human energy, creating a system that keeps us in perpetual bondage, thus sustaining themselves. This theory is not without its anomalies. For instance, it's not clear why these entities would go to such lengths to trap souls. It suggests a level of manipulation and control that defies our understanding of the universe, and challenges the mainstream concept of free will. If true, it would imply that our lives, our histories, even our emotions, are but the machinations of unseen puppeteers. The theory also raises questions about the nature of reality itself. If our world is a construct designed to entrap us, what is its true nature? It implies that our reality might be a sophisticated illusion, a concept that resonates with the simulation hypothesis gaining traction in scientific circles. Moreover, the soul trap theory disrupts the conventional understanding of death. It suggests death is not an end, nor a pathway to an eternal afterlife, but a transition phase in a recurring cycle. This view contradicts most religious doctrines and scientific theories, which typically envision death as a singular, final event. The anomalies of the soul trap theory, while disruptive, also make it compelling. It forces us to question accepted narratives and consider different perspectives on life, death, and reality. While it might seem far-fetched, it's worth noting that history is replete with instances where established truths were overturned by new discoveries. Whether the soul trap theory can withstand rigorous examination or dissolve under scrutiny remains to be seen. For now, it exists as an intriguing possibility, a tantalizing enigma that beckons from the fringes of our understanding. Turning to the tangible, the physical and scientific evidence for a theory as esoteric as the soul trap can be elusive. However, there are elements within our physical world that proponents believe hint at the existence of this elaborate spiritual machinery. Carbon dating, for instance, has been used to establish the age of ancient artifacts and structures. Many of these, such as the megalithic monuments found worldwide, are imbued with spiritual or religious significance. The precision with which these structures were built, often with technology supposedly unavailable at the time, suggests to some a higher influence or knowledge. Could these edifices be physical manifestations of the soul trap system, designed to subtly reinforce its existence? Moreover, the prevalence of sacred geometry across cultures points to a shared understanding of certain mathematical and spatial principles. From the pyramids of Egypt to the temples of India, these intricate patterns and ratios recur with uncanny precision. Notably, these forms are believed to possess spiritual significance, and their ubiquity may indicate a universal truth. Some argue that sacred geometry could be a coded language, a blueprint of the soul trap. Looking at the microcosm, DNA studies have led us into uncharted territories of human evolution and ancestry. DNA memory, a theory suggesting that our genes carry memories from our ancestors, has parallels with reincarnation. It proposes that we inherit more than just physical traits. We carry echoes of past lives encoded within us. Could this be an aspect of the soul trap, a mechanism to ensure continuity and familiarity in each reincarnation? Modern science, while it strives to explain the universe and our place in it, often grapples with phenomena that defy conventional understanding. Quantum physics, for instance, has unearthed anomalies that challenge the very fabric of reality. Concepts like quantum entanglement, superposition, and the observer effect hint at a world far more complex and interconnected than we perceive. Are these glimpses of the matrix within which the soul trap operates? Of course, correlation is not causation, and these interpretations remain speculative. The evidence, while suggestive, is circumstantial and open to interpretation. Yet, it is in these enigmatic spaces that theories like the soul trap find room to breathe, to question, and to challenge our understanding of the world. In the end, the quest for evidence becomes less about proving the existence of the soul trap and more about expanding our perspectives and pushing the boundaries of the known. Yet the soul trap theory, like many theories that push the boundaries of conventional understanding, finds itself facing significant pushback and suppression. The mainstream scientific community, academia, media, and various institutions often dismiss such theories as pseudoscience or even heresy, attempting to discredit or bury them. The scientific community, driven by empirical evidence and data, is often the first to challenge such theories. The soul trap theory, with its metaphysical nature and lack of direct, tangible evidence, contradicts the foundational principles of the scientific method. This clash has led many scientists to reject the soul trap theory outright, labeling it as speculative and lacking in rigorous scientific proof. Academia, too, often challenges the soul trap theory. Many academic disciplines dismiss metaphysical concepts as unprovable and therefore irrelevant. Critics argue that these theories divert attention from more concrete, evidence-based research. Furthermore, the theory's reliance on elements of ancient wisdom and spirituality has been criticized by some as an appropriation or misunderstanding of cultural traditions. Media plays a significant role in shaping public perception of such theories. Often, this perception is influenced by sensationalism and a focus on entertainment rather than accurate reporting. The portrayal of the soul trap theory in popular media often leans towards the fantastical, turning a complex and nuanced theory into a simple plot device. This oversimplification can lead to misunderstanding and dismissal of the theory on a broader scale. Institutions, particularly religious ones, have also pushed back against the soul trap theory. For some, the theory threatens established beliefs about life, death, and the afterlife. The idea of reincarnation being a trap rather than a spiritual journey or divine plan contradicts many religious doctrines. As such, some religious institutions have sought to suppress or discredit the theory. Why this pushback? Why the suppression? Perhaps it's due to fear of the unknown or an unwillingness to challenge established norms. Perhaps it's a defense mechanism, a way to maintain order and control in a world that is increasingly complex and uncertain. Or perhaps, as some proponents of the soul trap theory might suggest, it's evidence of the very system they're trying to expose. This resistance is not new, nor is it unique to the soul trap theory. Throughout history, radical ideas have often been met with skepticism and opposition. Yet it is through these challenges that we broaden our understanding, pushing the boundaries of what we know and exploring the mysteries of what we don't. Despite pushback, the soul trap theory continues to spark intrigue, inviting us to question our reality and consider the possibilities of what lies beyond. Delving deeper into the soul trap theory, we find ourselves encountering a maze of spiritual and metaphysical dimensions. The theory postulates that the origin of humanity is not grounded in evolution or divine creation, but rather in an intricate cosmic design that predates our physical existence. This design, proponents argue, is not an act of divine love or evolutionary adaptation, but a meticulously engineered system aimed at trapping our souls in an endless cycle of reincarnation. The theory's implications for human consciousness are profound. If our souls are indeed trapped in a cycle of rebirth, then consciousness is not a product of our biological bodies, but an inherent aspect of our soul's existence. This challenges mainstream scientific perspectives that view consciousness as an emergent property of complex neural networks. The soul trap theory suggests that our consciousness is far more ancient and expansive than our physical bodies, transcending time and space with each reincarnation. It posits that our experiences, memories, and learnings are carried from one life to another, shaping our consciousness and influencing our actions. However, the theory also suggests that these memories are often suppressed upon rebirth, only to resurface in moments of spiritual awakening or under certain conditions. The theory also questions the notion of divine purpose. If our souls are trapped in a cycle of reincarnation, what then is our purpose? Proponents argue that our purpose is not to serve a divine entity or achieve spiritual enlightenment, but rather to break free from this trap. The ultimate goal is liberation from the cycle, allowing our souls to return to their original state of existence, whatever that may be. The soul trap theory also poses intriguing questions about the design of the cosmos. If our reality is indeed a soul trap, then it implies a level of sophistication and planning that goes beyond our current understanding. It suggests that our universe is not a random byproduct of the Big Bang, but a meticulously engineered system, possibly created by entities or forces beyond our comprehension. With such profound implications for our understanding of human origins, consciousness, divine purpose, and cosmic design, the soul trap theory invites us to question our place in the universe, our existence, and the nature of reality. It encourages us to look beyond conventional wisdom and explore the uncharted territories of spiritual and metaphysical realms. Whether we accept it, dismiss it, or remain skeptical, the soul trap theory undeniably expands the boundaries of our thought, leading us down a path of mystery, intrigue, and endless possibility. As the soul trap theory took flight, it found an eager audience in every corner of the world, permeating the realms of media and modern culture. It's found a home not just in the hushed whispers of fringe communities, but also in the vibrant public spheres of documentaries, books, and online platforms. Documentaries such as the Afterlife Investigations and Life After Death: The Evidence have broached the subject, albeit indirectly. These narratives weave in elements of the soul trap theory as they explore near-death experiences, past life memories, and the scientific pursuit of life after death. In these accounts, the theory emerges as a provocative undercurrent, subtly challenging viewers to question the commonly accepted paradigms of reality. Books have also become a platform for the dissemination of the soul trap theory. In Journey of Souls and Destiny of Souls, hypnotherapist Michael Newton expands on the notion of life between lives, presenting case studies that suggest a cyclical process of reincarnation. Similarly, Dolores Cannon's Between Death and Life delves into the journey of the soul, further echoing the principles of the soul trap theory. The advent of social media has ignited a new wave of interest in the theory. TikTok and YouTube, for instance, have become breeding grounds for dialogues around the soul trap theory. Content creators often share personal experiences, theories, and anecdotal evidence that align with aspects of the theory. Their videos, often tagged with soul trap or reincarnation, attract millions of views and spark vibrant discussions in the comments sections. Online truth-seeking communities like Above Top Secret and Godlike Productions host threads dedicated to the soul trap theory. These forums serve as a virtual roundtable where individuals from around the globe can share their insights, experiences, and interpretations of the theory. The anonymity of these platforms often encourages candid discourse, fostering a sense of camaraderie among those who feel marginalized by mainstream beliefs. What we observe is a global, interconnected network of individuals exploring, questioning, and grappling with the implications of the soul trap theory. Across different mediums and platforms, the theory continues to gain traction, challenging the status quo and compelling us to question our understanding of life, death, and the metaphysical world. It's a testament to the power of human curiosity and our eternal quest for truth, transcending cultural, geographic, and societal boundaries. Venturing beyond the confines of the soul trap theory, one is led to an array of fringe extensions and esoteric offshoots. These tangential explorations often cross-pollinate with other alternative theories, fostering an intricate web of interconnected realms that further augment the mystery. Consider the ancient astronaut hypothesis, which posits that extraterrestrial beings visited Earth in antiquity and significantly influenced the course of human civilization. Proponents of this theory often point to ancient monuments and artifacts such as the pyramids or the Nazca Lines as evidence of advanced extraterrestrial technology. Some postulate that these interstellar visitors could be implicated in the soul trap theory, perhaps as architects or operators of the alleged reincarnation cycle. Interdimensional beings, another staple of fringe discourse, also intersect with the soul trap narrative. These entities, purportedly able to traverse between various dimensions or realities, bear a striking resemblance to the lords of karma, often associated with the soul trap. Could these beings be one and the same, or perhaps the interdimensional counterparts responsible for ensnaring souls in the cycle of reincarnation? Moreover, there is an undercurrent of lost or suppressed technologies in these discussions. Ancient civilizations like Atlantis and Lemuria are frequently cited, their supposed mastery over crystal technology, levitation, and other advanced sciences lending weight to the idea that reincarnation could be a technological process, not merely a spiritual one. This notion also dovetails with the theory of the Akashic records, the cosmic database of all knowledge and experience, potentially providing the script for each soul's incarnation. Lastly, the concept of hybrid bloodlines offers a fascinating tangent. Some propose that certain lineages have extraterrestrial or interdimensional origins, their unique genetic makeup allowing for heightened psychic abilities or spiritual awareness. Could these individuals be more susceptible to the soul trap, or conversely, more adept at circumventing it? These considerations stretch the bounds of the soul trap theory, weaving it into a larger tapestry of alternative perspectives. As we delve into these assorted hypotheses, we are reminded of the complexity and vastness of the unseen world and the myriad mysteries it holds. In this realm, nothing is off limits, and every question prompts a cascade of new possibilities. And so, the exploration continues, each thread unraveled, leading to yet another enigma, perpetuating the cycle of inquiry and discovery. As the echoes of these theories reverberate, silence falls. The narrative winds down, the voices fade, yet the questions remain, looming large in the void left by the disquieting discourse. The soul trap theory is not a neatly packaged idea that can be shelved and forgotten once dissected and discussed. It is a haunting, an ever-present specter that lingers at the edge of consciousness, its spectral tendrils reaching into the dark depths of the unknown. What if the soul trap is not just a theory? What if it's a reality we've been oblivious to, a cosmic game where we are merely pawns, perpetually caught in the wheel of reincarnation? What if the architects of this endless cycle are not divine entities, but interstellar beings, interdimensional entities, or even advanced civilizations long lost to history? And what if these architects are not our allies, but our captors, ensnaring our souls in an unending cycle of birth and death, time and again? Then there are the mysteries that lie beneath the surface, the unexplained anomalies that persistently defy conventional wisdom. What of the purported hybrid bloodlines with their heightened psychic abilities or spiritual awareness? Are they more intertwined with the soul trap, more prone to its snares, or are they our potential saviors, capable of navigating this cosmic labyrinth with a finesse we lack? And what of the Akashic records? If they are indeed the cosmic database of all knowledge and experience, could they hold the keys to understanding the soul trap theory, or perhaps even breaking free from its grasp? These questions, these open-ended ponderings, are not meant to incite fear, but to provoke thought, to stir the slumbering curiosity that lies within us. For it is only through questions, through relentless inquiry, that we can hope to unveil the hidden truths of our existence. The soul trap theory is more than just an alternative perspective. It is a mirror reflecting the infinite mysteries of life, death, and the vast cosmos that cradles us. And so, as the veil of silence descends, we are left to ponder, to consider the possibilities, to question the accepted norms. What if it's all true? What remains unexplained? What else are they hiding? The theories may end, but the questions persist, a relentless drumbeat in the symphony of the unknown, a haunting melody that echoes in the silence of the cosmos, forever reminding us of the enigma that is the soul trap theory. Thanks for listening. This has been another episode of the Forbidden Knowledge Podcast. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to follow us wherever you listen to podcasts. And if you'd like to support the show, subscribe to the Forbidden Knowledge Network on Patreon. Subscribe now.